After I paid for the wedding, my stepsister posted a card with photos of my kids, labeled "Do Not Admit." We turned around and left. 2 hours later, her new father-in-law called me directly. "The wedding's canceled," he said sharply. "They're heading to your place to plead. Don't open the door." I heard a knock and then my name is Jard. I'm 33, oldest child of a dad who remarried when I was 12. Stepbrother to a golden stepsister named K.H. Lowe, who has never stood in a grocery line without someone telling her she's such a vibe. I teach yoga mornings at the studio, private clients in the afternoons, online classes at night when my voice is still warm. I live in a small townhouse with my wife Maya and our two kids, Ben, 6, who sleeps with a dinosaur flashlight, and Ava, 3, who calls strawberries red moons. We hang our towels on hooks that always fall. We keep a shoe basket by the door that never has the shoe you need. I don't have a loud life. I have a life of lists. Invoices in a folder. Mats rolled tight like cinnamon buns. Playlists named Sunrise Slow and Storm Calm. Students call me grounding. Family calls me when something is on fire. I fix schedules. I show up early. I bring food. Chloe is 27, permanently backlit. She posts brand deals with oat milk and beige sweaters. She says things like soft launch and quiet luxury and looks bored while saying them. Our stepmom Kira calls her our star. My dad nods like a background musician. Growing up, the script was clear. I'm the steady one. Chloe is the main character. At holidays, she changed outfits like the sun changes angles. I carved turkey and refilled water. She curated tables, capes. We all clapped. I made peace with being the handler. The guy who carries the extra charger and the granola bars. It's not a bad role. The people you love get fed. You get to be useful. You also get used. The day this story really starts is a Tuesday in May. Morning light on my mat. Class was good, half full, strong breath. No one cried during pigeon. I'm wiping down blocks when my phone buzzes. Kira, stepmom. I almost let it ring out. I answer because I always do. "Jard," she says like a small emergency already happened. "Where are you at the studio?" I say, "Everything okay?" "Everything's beautiful," she says, which means everything is about Chloe. We need to talk about the wedding. It's coming together fast. The venue needs a decision by Friday. They mentioned a deposit. I lean on the cubbies where students keep their socks. "Okay," I say slowly. "We'll go over the details at dinner," she says, not asking, but placing an event on my calendar like a fridge magnet. You know K.H. Lowe's vision. Classic, clean, elevated. She waits. I say nothing. "You always step up," she adds. Her voice gets soft like she's putting a blanket around a demand. "We're counting on you." There it is. The first flicker, not the money itself. Not yet. Just the sentence that opened every door for years. "You always step up." I look out the studio window. A kid on a scooter wipes out, pops back up, rides again. I picture Ben and Ava in their car seats, the crumb graveyard, the sticky hands. I picture my savings spreadsheet with its careful columns. Rent, groceries, preschool, taxes, the oh no fund we finally started. Dinner's at 6. Kira says, "Bring the kids." Chloe wants to squeeze their cheeks. "Sure," I say. "Bring Maya too," she adds, like my wife is optional. When the call ends, I stand in the quiet studio and feel something I don't often feel. Heat behind my eyes. Nothing has happened yet, not really. A question arrived wrapped as a foregone conclusion, but I can smell the pattern lighting up like incense after it catches. Slow, then smoke everywhere. I stack the blocks. I refill the sanitizer. I lock the door. On the walk home, a sentence keeps playing in my head. "You always step up," and in the next breath. At what cost? Dinner at Dad and Kira's is always a small performance. Kira's table is all neutrals and gold forks. There are linen napkins, even when she reheats lasagna. Dad pours wine like it's his new personality. Chloe arrives 30 minutes late in something white and slippery. Her fiancé Parker behind her. Parker looks like a golf course. He shakes hands like he bought the trademark Gerbert. Chloe sings. She uses the nickname she used when I was the kid who chased the ice cream truck for her while she timed me. "My favorite brother." "I'm your only brother," I say. She kisses the air near my cheek. "Still my favorite." Maya squeezes my hand under the table. The kids color quietly on a printout Kira found on Pinterest and calls a kids station, which is a tray with 2 crayons and a gold-rimmed cup. After salad, Kira brings out a binder. It should be funny. It isn't. She places it in front of me with 2 fingers like a contract. "We're keeping it minimal," K.H. Lowe says, opening to a page with a chandelier that looks like an octopus made of diamonds. "Just tasteful moments." Parker points at a photo of a barn that costs more than cars. "We're doing it here, rustic but modern." Okay, I say. I have learned this syllable can mean many things. Kira flips to the spreadsheet. It's printed on glossy paper. Who prints spreadsheets on glossy paper? This is just the initial ask, she says, non-negotiables. I read venue deposit due Friday, $12,800. Catering installment, $87.50. Florals retainer, $2,200. Live string duo for cocktail hour, $1,600. DJ, $1,500. Content creator team, $2,500. Bride emergency fund, $1,000. Total $30,350. I look up slow. Maya looks at me, she doesn't speak. Her eyes ask, are we about to be set on fire politely? Kira smiles with her teeth. We thought you could handle the deposit, she says, like suggesting I pick up milk and we'll sort the rest together as a family. Dad lifts his glass. Family, he echoes. He is good at toasting things he didn't cook. How much are you and Dad contributing? I ask here. His smile twitches. She glances at Dad. We raised you, she says. We've always taken care of you. My brain pulls up images like a slideshow. Me at 19 mopping a cafe after a closing shift because I wanted my own phone plan. Me at 23 lending Dad money for a car battery. Chloe at 25 getting a surprise brand internship in New York. That was actually Kira's friend's guest room, Parker's parents. Maya asks gentle because she's kind even when she doesn't want to be. Is there a split? They're hosting the rehearsal dinner. Chloe says sushi case, it's like a vibe. Ben looks up. What's a vibe? Broccoli. I say eat it. Chloe keeps going. The vendor discount ends Friday, she says. We have to lock in. It's stressful. You wouldn't get it. Yoga is like feelings. Yoga is a job. I say feelings pay me. Kira laughs too loud. Jard, you're such a comedian, she says, which means stop being difficult. She taps the glossy spreadsheet. It's one number. We'll make it easy on everyone, easy on everyone. Maya repeats under her breath, her jaw ticks. She looks down at Ava, who is carefully lining up peas like they're students. We eat. Chloe tells a story about a brand that sent her a lamp worth a car payment. Dad says, incredible, like she discovered electricity. Parker explains NFTTS to no one. I cut Ben's chicken. After dinner, Kira corners me at the kitchen island. You always step up, she says again, soft as a nap. It's time to be the big brother. Big brothers don't fund weddings, I say. Big brothers make dreams possible, she says. I drive home in quiet. The kids fall asleep in tragic neck positions. Maya stares out the window like she's fighting not to snap. At our table after bedtime, we crunch numbers. We have savings, not much, but enough to breathe. If the car breaks or a client cancels 6 sessions, we'd manage. We can't be their bank. I jot $20,000 max on an envelope's back. Writing it makes limits feel real. Maya rubs the spot between her brows where her headache lives. We can't be the only adults in their story, she says. I know, I say, but it's Dad. It's Kira, she counters. And Chloe and you, Jard, standing where they want you. I text Kira, we can help with the venue deposit. Can't cover everything. She replies too fast, knew you'd come through, send by Friday. Chloe texts crying emojis, then you're the best. No thank you, just a pin in my shirt. I sleep poorly, waking at 4 a.m. to stare at the ceiling, thinking of my students, how I tell them to notice tension. Jaw, shoulders, hands. I unclench, I don't sleep again. Friday, I don't send the money. I text Kira, we'll talk more. She sends 3 cake emojis and a champagne bottle like negotiations a party. In class, I say root down and mean don't get pulled around. At home, Dad's voicemail drones about tradition, stepping up, doing right. I breathe. I don't reply. The slow squeeze starts. A week later, retainer due. Then, DJ special ends today. Can you front? Then, content team gave a deal if we book now. Game changer. Each message is small. None say please. They stack like bricks into a wall. I hold firm once, twice. Then Kira's voicemail, her voice breaking. I cave. I tell myself it's a loan that grown-ups keep receipts. I start a note, Chloe wedding track. I log numbers. My stomach sinks with each one. It's family, I tell myself. Temporary. Then the cuts deepen. Tasting as adults, only insurance. No kids at the bridal suite, delicate fabrics. No plastic toys, they ruin the vibe. The vibe grows bigger than the people. My name's a box on a spreadsheet. A week before the wedding, Kira texts, final headcount. No kids, right? Bride's vision is upscale. I stare at the screen. We're a family of 4, I reply. We'll figure it out, she says. She doesn't explain. We'll figure it out always means you'll bend. I pick up the kids from preschool. Ava shows me a frog sticker, calling it a green moon. Ben asks if he can wear his dinosaur tie to the wedding. I say yes. I swallow something bitter, like a penny. The day before, I drive Parker across town for cufflinks because his Tesla's charging. He plays an optimization podcast and calls me champ. At home, Maya looks at me like I'm telling a bad joke that won't end. You don't have to be their hero, she says. I know, I say. I don't change a thing. Wedding morning, I wear my only good suit. Maya's navy dress makes her look like the person you call when the plane fails. Ben's dinosaur tie is crooked. Ava's hair clip is a star. I pack snacks, crayons, spare tights, 2 toy cars, Band-Aids, wipes, a charger. A plan. We drive to the venue in a caravan of cars. The barn glows. The sky hesitates. I roll my shoulders, tell myself to flow like air around nonsense. I didn't plan for what's at the steps. A man in a black suit, security dressed as a guest, holds a clipboard and a plastic sleeve. Inside are 2 color printouts. Ben's kindergarten photo, Ava with pigtails, names in black marker. Do not admit. Maya's hand grips my arm. My stomach drops like I missed a step. The man smiles professionally. Afternoon, you're jarred? Yes, he glances at the sleeve. And these are Ben and Ava. My voice feels distant. Those are my kids, right? The bride requested a no children policy, he says. Minors go to the on-site sitter. If you refuse, I deny entry. There's no sitter, I say. We weren't told. He shifts, not cruel, just stuck in a job that got weird. Sir, I don't make the rules. Heels click softly. Kira appears, smile glossy. Chloe peeks from behind the barn door, a nervous deer in designer shoes, then vanishes. Oh, this, Kira says like it's a smudged window. We tried to call. My phone's on, I say. No missed calls. It's for the aesthetic, she says. Adult-only events photograph better. Candles, glassware. Maya's voice is steady. You printed our kids' faces for a guard. It's not personal, Kira says. Logistics. Ben looks up, brave but small. Did we do something bad? No, buddy, I say. You did nothing wrong. A guest passes, eyes sliding over us like we're road debris. The planner glides in. We have fragile rentals, she chirps. Insurance is specific, she floats off. Let's not make a scene, Kira says, voice like church. It's Chloe's day. I stare at the plastic sleeve, Ben's gap-toothed grin, Ava's pigtails, do not admit. It's not fire I feel. It's cold, clear, a click in my chest like something aligning. I hand Kira the envelope with our card. Congratulations, I say. Jarred, she says, warning wrapped in sweetness. We're leaving, I say. Enjoy the wedding. Maya takes Ava's hand, I take Ben's, we turn, the security guy stays silent, gravel crunches. The sky turns cloudy. In the car, I buckle the kids with steady hands. We drive 10 minutes in silence. Ben whispers to Ava about French fries. Ava asks for the frog song. Maya's lips press tight, colorless. My phone rings, unknown number. I ignore it. It rings again. I answer. Jarred, it's Martin Parker's father. I say nothing. I saw the list, the guard, the photos. His voice is calm, the kind rich men use when they're done. The wedding's off. What? I say. They're on their way to your house to beg, he says. Don't answer the door. He hangs. I look at Maya. She looks at me. We don't speak. 2 hours later, 3 sharp knocks. K.H. Lowe's voice. Jarred, we need to talk. I hesitate at the deadbolt, torn between the old me who always opens and the new me who won't. We don't open the door. Phones buzz. Kira. Open up. We can fix this. Dad. Be reasonable. Chloe, you ruined my life. Parker, call me. I mute them, make grilled cheese. Ben dips his in ketchup. Ava calls the cheese yellow ring. Life moves on. At 6:12 p.m., Kira's voicemail rambles. You embarrassed us. The list wasn't personal. You owe us a conversation. The ledger always appears. At 7:03, Martin calls. I pulled our contribution, bar, shuttle, tent. I won't fund cruelty. He saw my transfers. $21,000 plus. Send totals, he says. I'll claw back refunds and Parker will pay the rest. I email Kira, Dad, Chloe, Parker. Venue deposit $12,800. Catering $8,750. Florist $2,200. Strings $1,600. DJ $1,500. Content team $2,500. Total $29,350. Martin's credits, $6,000. Net $23,350. You blacklisted my kids. Repay in 12 months, starting next month. This isn't revenge, it's boundaries. Responses flood in. Kira's anger, Dad's plea, Chloe's mockery, Parker's vagueness. Maya nods, clear, good. At 9:40 p.m., Dad's at the door. I open. This got out of hand, he says. They blacklisted my kids, I reply. Not a policy, a choice. He deflects. The venue. I counter. The venue had Ben's school photo, he exhales. You could have stayed for your sister. Swallowed, you mean, I say. I'm done with silence. He stares, then leaves quietly. Progress. Next morning, Kira's Facebook post calls me jealous. I ignore it. Martin emails, $6,200 refunded, wired to me. Parker covers the rest. Chloe texts, let's talk, no ultimatums, then snaps. Power trip much? With a crying selfie, I mute her. 2 days later, Parker shows up at my studio. Your email was intense. You blacklisted my kids. He admits fault, agrees to 12 payments. First arrives, $1,945.83, memo for peace. Second is late. Chloe sends $1,500 and crying emojis. I demand the balance. Family chat goes silent. Dad sends a goat meme, ignoring the fight. 2 months later, Chloe knocks, eyes red. You made a scene. You blacklisted Ben. She blames the planner. You let it happen, I say. She offers civility. I demand boundaries. No money, no leverage, no kids in conflict. She agrees, mentions her courthouse wedding. Good, I say. Payments continue, but month 8 is short. Parker texts, need to pause. I reply, $1,000 for 3 months, then full amount. He agrees. Dad invites us to a barbecue. We go. He doesn't apologize, but asks Ben about school, Ava about colors. You're different, he says. I'm better, I reply. Maya squeezes my hand. You fixed you. Martin's final email. $200 credit applied, balance 0. You did right. Kira's last text. We're disappointed in you. I reply, I'm not. I email, balance $0, boundaries, no money, no leverage, kids out of conflict. Or I'm gone, this isn't revenge, it's closure. Ava says strawberry right, then prefers red moon. Ben loses a tooth. I teach yoga, sleep better. The house smells like toast. I'm not the good son who swallows pain anymore. I paid for a wedding I didn't attend because my kids were blacklisted. I chose boundaries over screams. I'm the dad who took his kids for fries, not the one who begs for peace. Boundaries aren't walls, they're doors I open on my terms. This is my closure, this is my start.